Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tobal. Thank you so much for joining me again for another X4 video. Here we are. We've done it. I went ahead and made a little bit of changes in the decision making for our trader, freed up some cash, and we're looking at the new Pegasus Vanguard in our Amazon cart here, ready to go. It is going to be one of the fastest travel speeds that I've come across, because what we want to do is zoom around the world. I wouldn't mind down the road upgrading the thrusters so we can kind of flip around and move a little bit faster. But for the moment, it's bare bones. It's gonna work. Hey, we've got a beam emitter. We can poke stuff. So I want to add it to the shopping list, confirm the order, and it's gonna start getting built over here at the Pyramid Dock. Can I give it orders? This is a curiosity. Can I give you orders? I can't. Can I? Nope. Okay, so when it's being built, you can't give it orders ahead of time. So you can't just be like, hey, when you're done, come visit me. Either way, that's fine. Let's go meet it, right? We're really excited about this. Let's go ahead and go over to the trading dock here, and let's autopilot over to it. I was working around, messing around a little bit with the station, and I went ahead and just unnamed it, because, yeah, that's just a silly name. We'll figure out a really good one. Actually, I think I might wait for the comments on this video to see what you all think about what the name for the new station should be. We could go Deep Space Nine. We can go, any Battlestar, whatever you want to call it, Ragnar, Anchorage, or just, freaking Ring Rock, whatever. So, an interesting thing when I was kind of messing around with how the building worked, I actually took away the dock on this one, but we can put that back pretty easily. I did, in fact, notice that there is a resources needed to complete changes and then manage buy offers. So apparently what you do is you set aside money to buy all the items you need. And what will happen is, now I don't know what manages this, I guess it's just an invisible force in the universe. You actually will buy resources and have people ship them to your location. Now, I don't know about shipping to your location at least, but I did see a random NPC trader queued up trying to pick up energy cells that were required. So, I will explore this a little bit later on, but we just took a good chunk of money from our good old... I love it. Let's just eat it. Here we go. Bring it on. That's right. We like to fly inside of Astro... Oh my gosh. Oh, Egosoft, I love you. I love that you know your failures. I hope you heard that, folks. I'm never going to trash this video because the autopilot epically failing is probably my favorite new find in the game. Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you, Egosoft, for... That's the thing, you're going to find bugs and you're going to find problems, but I'll be damned if they don't always take it in with good humor and acknowledge their failures and their faults and work on fixing it. And, there's a lot of things to be said for having that level of awareness with yourself, but the fact that they voiced it, right, they paid someone to say, autopilot epically failed. Thank you very much for using the force to move that out of the way. So yeah, I'm quite tickled at that. So I completely lost track of what we were even thinking about here. We're gonna go pick up this trading or this exploration ship because it is about time we started messing around with exploration, and I want to get the Zoom ship real quick. So here is our Pegasus Vanguard. I want you to dock at this trading station. Let's see who can win here. Probably them. Oh no, we actually double jumped here. Like, whoa. Warp speed. I wonder if you'll stop on your own. Oh god, no. Oh, god. I'm so glad that they've disabled in this patch only. If you're wondering, maybe this is a couple months later, but if you're wondering why that didn't just kill me, they did disable station damage. And I mean, obviously we just ran into and through and inside of an asteroid. They've disabled that because of the fact that the autopilot can't quite discern asteroids from, I don't know, the rest of space. So, super fun times there. Alright, we're going to dock in preparation for receiving our Speedy Scout. And I think I just want to explore a couple random sectors. I mean, we could tie this in with actually we have a mission to find a Xenon P. Hey, we made it. Turn off the engine, right? That's the cut your engine. That's the cut your engine signal right there. It's kind of that's like you're down on the ground. And then a little salute. Roger, roger that. Excellent, well done. Alrighty, so we are waiting for our super fast ship. Like I mentioned, I definitely want to just pick some random sectors. Maybe a little bit on this side of the world, maybe a couple in Argon space, and we could even do this here sector, Napoleo's Fortune. See where this goes to. I just want to see the capabilities of the really super fast scout. And it looks like it's landing. Can we watch it come in? Where are you at? If you go to a different dock, I'm gonna be so bummed. Sorry, I'm definitely jerking the mouse around a little bit there. Something else I want to keep an eye out for. I came across this when I was looking into some of the builds and just different conversations people were having about scouts on the forums and the different ship capabilities and stuff, because we're all huge X nerds. And I came across the fact that some of the things you can get when you're out and about in your scouting might wind up being illegal. And I don't quite know much about it, but it sounds like it's something that you need to find some kind of black market. And apparently there's supposed to be a mission, and you maybe unlock the black market through that. Not 100% sure yet, so that's something that we will explore down the road. I feel like our ship docked somewhere else. Did you? Where are you at? Are you right here? This is me. This is my discovery. Oh, the Pegasus. Is that the Pegasus over there? Okay, okay. I'll tell you what. I'll take the... Oh, what? Oh, God. Oh, God. Please let me out. This game, honest to God, is such a troll sometimes. Did you seriously just lock me in for no reason? There's not even a ship landing here. I wonder if I canceled their landing because I'm in the pad. Yeah, they should have the space police come and escort you out. Can I? Oh, thank you. There's a ladder here. Egosoft has thought of everything sometimes, and other times they've missed the mark. But we're gonna get up here into our new scout. This is one of the ooh, this is pretty sleek looking, right? Yeah, Star Citizen, eat your heart out. No, not really. On that note, I've never actually tried Star Citizen out, so that my space friends, my space junkies, will be definitely something we look at down the road. Oh yeah, these babies are these are the best. These are the top notch. I tell you what. 0 to 60 in a parsec or something. So here's our captain. It's really neat. Can we... Basically like a fighter jet of any country. I'm going to kick you out. You're going to go probably just wander off the back here. Alrighty, we are in the ship. And... let's go ahead and... You know what? This is supposed to be the fastest ship that we have currently. So I am going to name you Shadowfax. So... let us show the world the meaning of haste, Shadowfax. Let's do it. Okay. Slight concern. I seem to have forgotten to put shields on this ship. Alright. That's okay. Let's see how much shields are. Man, if it's not one thing, it's another, folks. Let's we can still fast travel though, which is fine. And to be fair, we could probably dodge most of the enemy traffic, the enemy ships that come near us. But in the event that we hit one of those pockets of deadly, I don't know, armor-eating gases, I want to be able to get through it without exploding. So I will go back and pick up a quick shield gen. I think they're pretty cheap. They're like 14,000, so we should be able to afford it. And I'll grab it at this parented dock right here. We're not even up to speed yet. That was pretty quick. Ugh. The sound you're hearing is me trying to hit tab out of reflex. And we don't have any boost because we don't have a shield. It's really weird. So the shield generator, not the engine, apparently, is what provides the power to boost your engine and also to protect your ship. Bit strange on that one, I think. I would think that the engine is the thing that generates the... no. Okay. I would think the engine is the thing that generates the power, but I guess if they wanted to show the bar, I don't know. I do believe the shield could probably be something that's revisited at some point, maybe in a little redesign. I would hope with a different, like maybe just a different bar, like a thrust bar or an afterburner bar that temporarily overloads your engines or something like that. It could be a heat. It could be a choice in a matter of, hey, do I overload my engines and get out of here and then risk damage? Like maybe if you run your afterburner for too long, it can cause some damage to your ship. But I do think that the afterburner and the shields should be separate. That doesn't quite make sense to me. Never has. It was the same thing I think in Rebirth. I don't remember what it was in X3 though. All right, we're here. Let's upgrade our ship. We're gonna add in a nice little shield generator. While we're here and we've got some money, can we upgrade our... Let's see, pitch, roll, yes. Pitch is up, down, yaw is laterally left and right. I feel like the most thing we're going to be doing here is actually in the middle of space kind of turning left to right to look at new directions. So maybe just an all-arounder will be fine. Ooh, that's expensive. Let's grab this one. It's going to take an extra minute, I think, which is fine. A cool 100k will do. 1 minute to do that, not a problem. So when we were looking at the station earlier, we did see... Oh, you know what we could do? We could start... No, we don't have anywhere to dock. That's right. I was going to have our ships kind of go over there and hang out, but yeah, I definitely don't have anywhere to actually dock yet. I do like this. This is probably going to come in handy when we start looking into how much we're producing, what the how much money we're making. These are good charts for the station. I'd love to see this kind of stuff for trade ships maybe, or maybe like a fleet, right? If you've got a fleet of trade ships, how's this fleet doing, right? Maybe we say it's the Argon fleet and we only assign it for a couple gates on the Argon side of the world. So that could be an interesting thing to look into. Let's go back to adding that dock on here just so we have it ready to go. Unfortunately, I still have not found the magic solution to rotating your ports yet, or your device here, module. So again, someone who's much smarter than me will come around and tell me eventually, I'm sure. Alright, so here's our dock. We really don't have the money to assign to this right now, so I'm just going to add it here to have it ready to go. And I think now folks, Shadowfax is truly going to show us the meaning of haste with shields. Look at that boost. Wonderful. We are in Pontifex's claim. Let's make this our first system that we go crazy with. Right, so I'm going to boost up with travel mode. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a super crazy episode. It's going to be kind of calm. I love the range on these sensors. We're not even at full speed yet. What I'm going to have fun with, though, is the ability to control space, basically, and where you're able to just start slingshotting yourself in different directions while maintaining your forward momentum. So that's pretty exciting. I'm going to go between these two stations here. So it looks like here's a station, and there is maybe this is a mining station over here. Yep, got it. We are flying here. I wonder how good the AI or the autopilot is now. Still slow. Alright, doing this right here, manually control space and control space. I don't know if you all ever experienced this, but when I'm playing space games or even flight games, when I start to approach things like boundaries, I get a little weirded out because it's almost like you know that there's there's some kind of artificial end or some artificial wall here, and it's a little freaky. Like you're hitting a boundary and your ship is bouncing off, and you may not see it, right? It looks like this, but just the knowledge of that is a little bit creepy. It's not as bad as if you've played Subnautica. In Subnautica, you can jump out of the nice. You can jump off the edge of like the map, and I don't want to spoil it, I guess, but if you've not played it, I highly encourage you to go find the edge of the Subnautica map and jump straight down a cliff. It is pretty damn spooky. Alright, so we're going to go into exploring mode. It's funny. We might actually be too fast for some of the exploration that I want to do. And what kind of brought this on was one day I was doing a video either for showing how to use the map or one of our earlier videos, and I was kind of between recordings just making some mission runs, and I found a derelict ship lying around in an asteroid belt. I don't know if they're always by asteroid belts. I don't know if they're just kind of randomly dropped in through the sector, but it was interesting. So I don't know, this is something to look into and find out if we can just see ships in the middle of nowhere or not. But either way, it was kind of cool. But the fact is that we're so freaking fast that we would likely just blow through an asteroid belt, without giving it a second glance. So I'm going to have to keep my eye out, the Mark 1 eyeball, for some items of interest. It looks like there's things over here to our left. Yeah. Relative to our ship. I'm going to go to Control M in case I see any question marks on the map. So there's definitely an item of interest. I'm going to mark it over here. I don't even see markers anymore. I think I straight up broke all I did. So I don't know if our save is bugged right now about this, but okay, there it goes. Phew. The quest suggestions weren't coming up, so I was a little concerned because we've had some issues with those, that they were permanently bugged. God, we were going so fast, it makes me think the ship's going to fall apart under the stress. We can't even turn fast enough to get towards this station. That is nuts. Alright, so there's a ton of stations coming up here. What are we at? We're at... Oh, we're coming up on the back end of the jump gate. Okay, well these were new. This is good. Okay, what about off to the right? Do we see stuff? I don't really see too much. A little bit hard to see with all the particles floating by. Look how fast this thing is crossing the system. This is going to be really nice once we let the AI take over and start exploring on their own. It's going to be nice to kind of let them do their own thing and just buzz across the system. Let's make a final turn up here. That's more for my reference, just so I know kind of which direction to point to. So I'm going to let us float here. We're basically drifting, right? Space drifting. I love this slingshot. I love that you're able to just completely change your direction and maintain your inertia, no problem. I've never really seen it in video games. It's never been done like this. Well, maybe some games have it. Some of the more in-depth niche space games have kind of the inertia, I guess the Newtonian physics kind of a style of flight where your thrust and gravity determine your motion. So like you have to dive down into, because in theory, out in the middle of space, you're always going a certain speed because you're escaping gravity wells. So when you're in a solar system, like if we're in the middle of our solar system, you're constantly being pulled by, unless you're at a Lagrange point, which is a natural point where there's gravity's canceled out, you're constantly falling towards something because there's gravity. So a lot of your movement is based around using that, arc or that speed to your benefit. So it's not really been done in video games, but to be fair, no one wants to kind of dip into and out of planet wells, but it would be kind of fun to mess with. Again, suspension of disbelief is required a lot of times, which is absolutely fine. But if we had a little fighter, I mean, it's all relative. Our fighter could be saying it's going 0 meters per second, and say we put it around Mars, well, it's got to be going some speed in order to stay in orbit. But hey, that's for another day when we play Kerbal Space Program. I won't bore you too much with that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump on the Autobahn, and that will be sehr gut, and we'll just take this to another system. Maybe we'll let the autopilot find a spot away from this area. I wonder if we're faster here or on the freeway, the highway itself. Let's take a look. We get up to, okay, we get over like 9k ms. So let's go to, I could explore some of these. Do you want to do that? That might be kind of fun. We're in a very fast ship, so we should be able to explore it pretty well. Let's mess around in some of the Xenon systems, right? That could be entertaining. We've got Tia's Misfortune, Faulty Logic. There's also another one over here, Scale Plate. Maybe we can find stuff there. Maybe we can find the Xenon P, which is one of the ships that we need to scan at some point. I don't think I'm going to be able to cut this. Alright, let's slow down so I can actually make the dang freeway here. Perfect. I love this little off-ramp. It's kind of entertaining. I wish it almost went all the way to, like, it was a more smooth road. It reminds me a little bit of Transport Fever. I'm a huge fan of Transport Fever. I probably will do a Let's Play of that at some point. And big fan of management and sim games in general, but it reminds me of how you have to cut railroads over. Alright, we're in Faulty Logic. Of course, combat sounds all over the place because we just came out with the raiding party behind us. If I remember, there are mines everywhere, so we're just gonna hope. Maybe I shouldn't hope. Maybe I should quick save. Put my faith in the quick save. I mean, if we go through a minefield, it's just kind of cross your fingers and hope kind of a thing. I think it's in Faulty Logic. There's a minefield across here. I don't know if I've seen a minefield in Faulty Logic 1. I have seen one in Faulty Logic 7. So we'll just explore. Oh, hi. How you doing? Let's shift E. What were you? Mining ship. Oh, God. Alright. I'm more than a little nervous. So here's what we're going to do. Don't blink. I'm going to put a save in real quick. Totally didn't just save the game. No, not at all. Just in case, just because we've gone through a lot here and it's been entertaining. I don't want to lose some of it. Yeah, we're going so freaking fast that the game can't even load in some of the items here. Let's loop back around, check out. I'll tell you what, let's go to these areas here. This looks like a big asteroid. Right? Isn't that a little bigger than... It's a honking asteroid here. Let's slow down. Let's go to long range scan. I don't see anything on the short range. Oops, I held that too long. I don't see anything on the radar. It's a little weird that some of the nebula effects are present far away, but as soon as you get close to the nebula, you don't see that anymore. Which is a little strange. Alright. We should make a pattern. We should actually figure out a plan to scout the systems out. I almost kind of like... It's a lot of micro work. And I might do some of this on my own or let the AI do it, but kind of scout the edge of the system. And then just keep going around and in smaller and smaller circles. That's if we want to like 100% clear basically the map. I don't know if we want to do that. We just want to scout for points of interest, I think. See if there's any stations around. Gosh, this engine it's one of those things like you want to cross some distances fast, but you want to be able to get to others slower. Kind of spooky. Not ever sure if you're gonna wind up coming across an asteroid belt or a freaking minefield any second. All right, we'll hook a left because we're about to hit the edge of the map, and that always creeps me out. All right, we're over here. How far off the plane are we? We're a little bit low because I think Egosoft tends to build a lot of things relatively close to the flat plane of the system. So I do want to kind of make sure that we're in that general area. It's a little hard to visually get that. I guess if you turned on 3D map mode or radar mode, this kind of tells you a little bit about where you're at in relation to, kind of, maybe not even a little bit. All right. Not quite as exciting. So can we? Oh, we don't even have a good gun on here. I don't think I want to take this ship in a fight. Let's swing around and go to the other system. Where are we going to? No, we want to go to this jump gate. Let's flip around. Go forward, please. Oh, wrong button. Got it. Engage the autopilot. Let the autopilot do some work. And let's take a look. The container of silicon? It's interesting. Is it like a box? Yeah, so let's let the AI take us over. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, are we? Oh, I sent us into the wrong faulty logic. That's fine. It's gonna take us right through here. We're gonna take the AI. Oh my gosh. Sweet mother of goodness, please save us. We're gonna come out so slow. Alright, bursting immediately through the minefield. It's here. Shift 1. Oh, this is so ugly. This is so slow. Go, 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 go. Alright, we're through the first minefield. We're gonna have a lot of minefields. It's kind of a crapshoot if we get blown up at random. But I think there's gonna be more. It seems like there's more activity in this sector in 7. There's just you see minefields and ships all the time because there's so many minefields. We're just gonna just blink and we're through a minefield. So I'm going to just ignore the terrifying red glows, and I guarantee you, when we inevitably get blown up here, I'm going to just probably squeal a little bit, and I apologize for your ears. But what are you? That is a power Look, we're through the minefield before it even loaded. That's how fast we're going right now. I love it. A little bit further, and then we're gonna hit this point. And I might even. I really need to start looking again. I think I'm going to be a little bit more active with the scanning. Let's do it right here, actually. Let's do over here. Shift 1 to come out. And, oh, we're so drifting everywhere. Okay, I think Control M. We're just inside of a minefield. That's fine. Oh, we had so many returns. There's no way we're going to be able to decipher that. Let's burst through this minefield. There's not a whole lot I could do if I wound up seeing one right in front of us, other than probably coming out of the super speed mode and dodging manually. Okay, if we don't have a minefield on this asteroid, now we do again. Oh, 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 oh. That was a little close, a little closer. We're right at the edge of the map, man. They've got them in every belt. You know, they're awfully protective of their rocks. Just saying. You guys got a thing about rocks, huh? We're a little bit below the plane of the system here. Alright, we're going to slow down right here. There's no freaking minefields right in the moment. Let's pop our scan. I think we've not been able to do that in a minute. I heard some returns. I don't see anything that's really super interesting. We know this is a gate. Let's navigate to here. And we'll kind of make a big circle. I just feel like this is such a big system with activity, right? There's just there's lots of ships. There's lots of mines. I don't know why there's mines everywhere. And this will take us across the system again. I wish you could almost set a kind of a maximum speed you'd like to go with your engine, with your burn, your fast travel engine. And you know, that can be limited, of course, by the engine you buy. But I almost want to make that an option that's configurable, right? So maybe sometimes you want to. Why are you in the middle of nowhere? Hang on. Every asteroid field we've come across has been in the middle of an. Excuse me. Every minefield we've come across has been in the middle of an asteroid belt. Why aren't you? How far past this did we get? There's nothing here other than there's no belts. Well, I can't freaking get through it anyways. That's a lot of mines. That is so nuts. It's so scary. I don't see anything in here. Maybe there's nothing. It's awkward because unless it's because it's on a direct path. No, because this is messing with my head because it's a random minefield instead of being around an asteroid belt. And it bugs me. Honestly, I don't know how close mines need to get to you before they go active. I can't even look at the radar right now. I'm actually going to speed us out of here because this is a bit too close for my comfort level. I'm like maximum stress right now, guys. I wish you could see it. I'm like gripping the mouse with like ferocity. Not that I can do anything but, you know, explode. I think Egosoft put this here just to mess with me a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna let this go because it's just a minefield. I'm going to convince myself of that. And we'll keep going towards the edge of the system and then we'll curve in, okay? That sounds like a good plan. And really just keeping our eye out for anything fun looking. Like a red dot in front of us, right? Because you can spot these ships sometimes because they are, like the ships that I found that you can scout through, were just kind of pretty big. I mean, you see how that asteroid loaded? Oh, so here's another field that's in the middle of nowhere. So apparently they did put a couple of these around. We are really close. We are like... There's a lot of freaking mines around here. Right? Am I... Egosoft, I hate you for doing this to me, honestly. We stretched through one, we stretched through another. What the crap? Why is it on the edge of the system? Ugh. Can you, like, actively target these mines? Can't even shoot them. Can we target it this way? I don't even have a weapon loaded. We're so done if we ever decide to try anything. I really wish the combat music wasn't playing right now because it is actually a little bit unnerving. But that's fine. This is fine. We're okay, right? Yeah, we're super brave. We are the bravest explorers that ever wet their pants. What was that? Oh, more asteroids. Maybe it is just, you know, mines being mines. It's just I'm trying to pay attention to the density and where they're positioned at, because some of them make sense, like putting a minefield between, you know, two direct points. That makes sense to me, tactically. Putting a bunch of minefields really close to each other, it seems like something else, but you know, I could be reading into it because that's just, they decided to go into the world builder and just say, hey, drop minefield, drop minefield, drop minefield. So that's all that needs to be sometimes. Sometimes a minefield is just a minefield. We're a little bit close to the edge of the system. I'm gonna... Oh, we're getting a little bit of awkward controls here because we're so damn close to it. Oh gosh, we're all over the place. Mayday, mayday. Oh no! Alright, we outside of it? I think we're outside of this minefield. That's fine. I don't know what I'm hoping to achieve with scans just because there's so many mines. I don't know if we'd ever be able to get a good reading on anything. That is terrifying. I'm impressed they were able to get so many... I don't know if these are, you know, map items that are only activate when you're within a certain radius or something, but look how far off the plane of the map we are. That's a lot of mines that are straight vertical. Oh, so dumb for doing this. Let's speed up a bit. I kind of wonder what happens. Remember, we saw a couple things for our spacesuit that was like a an EMP bomb, right? Like a bomb launcher. I'd be really curious if you could put a bomb launcher in there and like blow up this entire minefield. This is a bigger minefield. This also is like higher and lower. You know, honestly, I would think though that the ships I've seen, I would kind of lean towards being able to see them with the naked eye. Although, you know, it's kind of a hard background to see them in. But that felt like a really, you know what I'm gonna do just for fun, because like we're trying to be like real explorers, right? So in theory, I've lost some of my controls here, folks. Okay, hang on, bear with me 1 second. There it went. Okay. See, I already forgot where the heck that was. Let's go back to, first off, let's go back to the plane. Let's go back to the plane of this system here. Because again, I'm not convinced that it's the thing, but I do think that to make life a little easier, Egosoft would have, or does, put most things close to the base plane of the system. Because, you know, it'd be so much map for you to have to explore without that. Alright, so we're gonna pull up to this should be the plane of the system here. Alright. Some big old asteroids hanging out. Hi guys, how you doing? What are you? Odysseus Vanguard, are you friendly? You're neutral. No fucking way. No way. Guys, did we seriously just find a fucking ship? It wasn't even in a minefield. It's just sitting here, bright as daylight, marked with a big old blue... Like, I wonder if I ran through this 4 or 5 times. I'm excited because the claim options here, and I don't know... This is a freaking gorgeous ship. Let's check the encyclopedia on it. Oh my god, this is awesome. We know nothing about this, basically. Is it... I'm stupid. Okay, I was stuck on that damn mouse mode. We can't even tell what race this is right now. Alright, so I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to first save the game. Pardon me while we pause for a quick save. Okay, we're back with a quick save there just because You know, this seems pretty deliberate. It's not moving. It's got the claim option. I'm going with the fact that it has to be something we can claim, right? It wouldn't be sitting here deep surrounded by mines. Oh, Egosoft, you're mean. I bet they surrounded this whole freaking thing with mines. That's why there's so many mines in this system. Well, how many? Okay, so how many? I put some basic satellites. I don't think I put any nav beacons on our ship. Okay, we don't have any nav beacons. Nav beacons let you basically drop, I don't know, some bread, right? So you can Hansel and Gretel your way back home. Okay, so let's do. Oh, I don't even have a nav beacon. Okay, well, I'm gonna drop a satellite here, because you can still see a satellite and use it as a point of reference. I think on the map, right? Yeah, it's always gonna be there for us until it gets destroyed. Next, I'm gonna come over near it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gentle, gentle.
Docking not possible.
It's got a docking. That's awesome. So this must be. Remember, we saw a capital ship sized before. I think it was a destroyer. So this has to be like. Oh, she scared the shit out of me.
Hello.
Or he did. Oh, mother. One day I will remember that I have captains on most of my ships. All right. Hey, we've got new thrusters too, folks. So we're gonna be flying. So what kind of stuff do we have? We have a beam laser. Is this a real bomb? Okay, we have no ammo, so there's no bomb here, I think. And we have our repair gun. Okay. What can we do on this ship? F. Okay, let's click out of this menu here. F and claim. I can't claim it yet. It has to be claimable. Like there's no reason this is not claimable. I love that it's got the same old. Oh, maybe this is where we go in. Oh, we're a little bit fast, a little bit fast. Okay, calm down. Everybody calm down. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. Sorry about the abundance of enthusiasm here. Like how we sound like freaking Godzilla here. Why are we moving? I got my thrust set to 0. I'm under the assumption that we're going to have to do some special stuff to this ship. To like whether maybe like a cryptology thing or the cracker thing. So that was one area. I would think that had an airlock, but it looks like you can't get in through there. What about this terminal? Can we do anything with that? This is completely off topic, guys, but one shortcut that someone recommended a while ago that I've changed is to set your cut thrust to Alt instead of backspace, because if you're playing with mouse and keyboard, the backspace is pretty far away. So my Alt key, my left Alt, is actually rebound to stop acceleration. So, you know, random information there for you. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything. I can't seem to get in here. Board? Oh, board? Oh. Oh, this is like the boarding overlay for Marines and stuff. Oh, this is going to be so cool once we get Marines to actually do this, guys. Holy shit, this is amazing. I mean, before in X Rebirth especially, you boarded, you know, you sent your Marines over and it was just good luck. I hope it works. But this is looks really in depth. All right, I won't get too distracted with that. It looks like we can't. That's actually for like an active boarding operation where you have resistance. We don't have like fuel on this spacesuit, do we? We can be here forever. Right. I'm a little bit confused as to where we get into this bad boy. Right, most sci-fi shows have a docking port. I mean, obviously it had a whole freaking landing pad, but let's try the bridge. I'm thinking this is the bridge. That window texture is a little bit rough in terms of quality, guys. It's a bit weak sauce. That's okay. It's supposed to be viewed from way far away, not up close. I know. got to give Egosoft a little trouble here and there. That looks like it's not accessible. Let's look on the side of the ship to see if there's like a side docking port. Okay, we'll turn this off so we don't constantly slow down. And if I don't see it, what I'm going to do is take the ship and poke around a bit until I find something. Yeah, there's nothing here. Where's our ship at? And I'm not sure. I don't remember what. I don't have my timer going, so I apologize if this video is going to run a little bit long. But this is basically our dedicated first exploration video, so I did want to make sure that it is a. Well, it's it's a little boring for exploration, but I think sure as heck paid off. I love that you're wearing a helmet. Oh my God, it's God, it's like Daft Punk is flying the ship. All right, so we are looking for basically a dock, or would it be a dock? Let's probably not face the cannons, right? That is a massive armaments on this thing. What is this, O2? Oh, I can sub-target things. Okay, oh, here we go. I'm scrolling through by pressing my next surface button. Shield, I'm looking for like a docking port. Shard, look how many turrets are on this thing. Holy cow. Holy smokes. Alright, so we've checked one side. We're going to check the other side. We're on the back of the ship. 3 engines. Okay. We're going to go under. Again, looking for... I mean, obviously we saw the docking ports on the docking pad. They didn't seem to have any interaction though, so I was curious if there's one more thing here. This is a shield gen. None of these look like they're damaged, so they don't look like they need to be repaired. Okay, so it seems like the most logical place to board this ship is at the docking pad here. Okay. Right, obviously. That makes sense. So yeah, this might be something we have to mess with, folks. And I really want to just find this out, but it might be one of those things that curiosity is going to kill the cat eventually. I'm accidentally bumping off it. Let's park one more time. And I'm going to not get scared that the guy's going to walk out of the thing. Got it. Now that I know it's Daft Punk, I feel a lot better about it. Wait, can we board from here? We tried boarding in our spacesuit. Can we do anything different here on this screen? Target F. Board? No. Shadowfax is the ship. Odysseus Vanguard. We can't start the operation because we have literally no... Oh, here's a thought. We have 2 crew members on this ship. Can we turn you guys to Marines? Like, randomly promote you? Personnel. Crew. Apprentice. What can we do with you? Can we make you Marines? Oh, I think we can. Congratulations, you've been promoted to the Marine Corps. Well done. Okay, so now we've got 2 Marines. Do you still come pilot? Yeah, you're like a Marine pilot now? Okay, so you still try to be a pilot. Okay. My mouse is super screwed up, I think because I tried to kick this guy out of the seat and he did not like it. Ooh, what happened? I suddenly had the claim option available and I think I saw a pod leave the ship. Are you a Marine? I think you are. Okay. What you doing? You are flying to Odysseus Vanguard. I really don't want to move. I don't want to smack this guy or anything. So as soon as I changed it to a Marine, guys, it let me come up. And what I did is I reassigned the crew. I clicked on the ship and pressed F, and we had a claim option. So maybe you need Marines in order to claim. Control M. Where's our okay, you're over here. Are you gonna just like... So X Rebirth, basically your little boarding pods would just sucker onto the ship, like smack it, and then board from there. Did I miss a docking port? Or are you just inside the ship right now? Yeah, so they're... Okay. Okay. No idea what you're trying to do. You're literally inside the model. But we'll pretend he's boarding right now, right? Now I feel if we're gonna get this from one Marine, I feel like we're cheating a bit almost. I mean, look at this thing. How many freaking turrets, missile launchers, everything on here. This is gonna be nuts. And I haven't forgot, one of the first subscribers to the channel was super supportive, and I was super happy that they were so supportive to me. And one of the things they said when I said, you know, hey, I really appreciate your support on the channel. Um, you know, anything I can do in game-wise or in this game or other games. And he said, name a ship after me. So this destroyer will be the Pwn. It will, in fact. And then we'll sell it. No, I'm kidding. We'll keep it. And we will name it the Pwn. I actually am a little concerned that I don't think this Marine knows what they're doing at this point. I don't know if this was the right option for claiming. And I'm a little nervous about sending out the other Marine. I would be really interested if he's like trying to figure out where to go. Can we try boarding instead with you? We have one Marine. Okay, we'll do boarding now instead of claim, right? We don't want you to target the engines though. We want you to... I don't want to damage the damn thing. Disable? I mean, it's already kind of disabled, but maybe that's what we need. Okay. Ooh, yeah, we're always going to get parented boarders. They sound badass. Some hulking mammoths. No, we're not doing this game. This is the exact same mini game that they had in X Rebirth, where during the boarding process, you had to damage the ship. I'm going... Ah, damn it. Can I not cancel this? This is... I'm going to be irritated if he just dies, because that's how the programming is. If we don't help, they just die. Can I not... let's see. You are one ship, right? Can I cancel your orders? Remove my orders. Dock at my current location. Okay, that's one. Did I have a second boarding? Not so much. Okay. Well, folks. Damn, you're still stuck on that order. I think what I'm going to do here is put a cut in, because I needed to do a little bit of science. I don't know quite what we need to do here. It's already kind of disabled. I couldn't find a way to like cut into the ship itself. Hello. Hello. With all the talk that there was about being able to use your suit, your spacesuit, I wonder if there's like a way, like a thing we're missing. Like a cutting beam? Is there a cutting beam we can use? Can I just smack the door real hard? I'm almost positive this has to be the way we get in the ship, but I just don't. Ooh, hang on. What was my? I don't want to. I literally took the hull down by one. It's funny. I don't want to damage it too much. Bomb launcher out of ammo. Do we bomb it? There's two types of bombs here. There's like a damaged shrapnelish bomb, I thought, and a EMP. And I don't know what the EMP would do. I mean, maybe if it's got security and electronics, it would knock it out. But I would think there's like a... Oh god, we're just going crazy here. I would think it's like a hacking tool is what we need. Like that slicer that we keep seeing. Alright, well... We'll come back to this. We're definitely not going to abandon this anytime soon. This is a awesome find. I knew this stupid system was filled with friggin' mines for a reason. So we aren't going to stop exploring. Although I think for the moment, while we're figuring this... Oh, you know what? I don't think I want to give this to my AI because I think they're going to blow up, right? Wouldn't they blow up in those minefields? Hello. So I think what we'll do is we might manually map the rest of faulty logic 7 out and might send them to faulty logic 1. Um, yeah, there was just minefields every. Oh, there's minefields everywhere. And this is a really big ship. That might be a problem. Yeah. Well, no, when we get on board, maybe it's got weapons, so let's see, are the weapons disabled? I don't think they are. I don't know how we can blow up the mines. I've not even tried to do them yet. Missile launchers at least, so I'm sure there's we cycle through, there's tracking turret, so we should be able to shoot any mines. As maybe we need to bring extra crew. But either way, I think I might have just lost this guy because he's kind of convinced that he needs to. Yeah, it looks like he's actually like super bugged out. So I think we're gonna lose this Marine. Well, he's a service crew member anyways. And maybe we'll come back with a ship that has more crew. I'll go explore some of the crafting options to see if maybe, sorry, it's actually auto-saving, is why we're stuck here. I'll explore to see if there is some more items we can get for our spacesuit. And I think we'll come back in one big trip. And that might be a couple episodes from now because we need to save up some money. So I think I'll put a cut in here, and I will go ahead and return to Happy Space with a distinct lack of mines. Well, so this was one of them. I mean, so how many more destroyers are there, or frigates are there out here? Maybe there's one more on the other side of the system. So I think I'm going to explore this on the rest of the video. And God, if there's Atia's Misfortune, and there's Scale Plate Green. Again, I feel kind of dirty for doing it, but hey, they left it here for us, and I feel like we did a lot of hard work. So awesome. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you are interested or have any questions, again, always please leave a comment in the description or in the comments below. I definitely try to read them all. And join me next time. We will continue to poke at this ship while our Marine will forever try to figure out a way to board. So thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful experience, whether watching this or whether playing X4 for yourself. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Take care.